Hello, everybody. My name is Chantele Francis, also known as Miss Tierra or Miss T. Arrow. I'm one of your hosts for Allstars 3, Rupaul's Drag Race, Episode 1. And my co-host here is...
Michael Pez.
Mr. Michael Pez.
Mr. Michael Pez, Mr. President. I am also a bartender, an actor, and I really want to be on reality TV, hence Big Brother. So just throwing it out there, any reality TV people, producers. All right.
Well, if Mike is going to say that, I 100% would love to be on Big Brother Canada. I guess season 7, unless there's something that I don't know about that's going on in season 6.
But yeah, you're going to call us next week and be like, you're on it.
Oh my God, we're like the twist.
I'd be ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go right now.
They can show up at my house. I'm always packed and ready to go. I work as a flight attendant as well, so I always have a bag packed and ready to go. So I could leave it anywhere in a heartbeat.
And really, I only need just a bathing suit, a tank top, and a hat. That's all I really need.
I need running shoes for those endurance.
Okay, yeah. I'll be fast. All right, let's get started.
Are here to break down this episode.
Okay, so
and
we watched it together at my house. It was a big viewing party. There was 8 of us. The episode was good. It was good.
I'm still really enjoying this season. It's every week it's been surprising me. I'm liking the queens more and more. They're growing on me. I'm seeing their talents. I'm seeing them shine, and I'm really liking me developing a kind of a fan club for them.
It's just really good entertainment. I like this season almost better than watching a fresh season with people I don't know, because they're fan favorites, but we're watching it and it's just so entertaining because you have no idea who's gonna shine, and that's when I really like it. It's really fun.
Well, starting off the episode though, I was kind of even though she's on my team, as many of you guys already know, we kind of took this to a competitive level, and we both have teams that we bid on or we drafted before the first episode, the first of the season. So Ben is on my team, thank the Lord. But I was a little bit nonplussed about how he was a little bit over the top with how he was so upset about making that decision to send Morgan McMichaels home. And I was like,
do you think it was genuine though?
I actually don't think it was genuine. I think that he was kind of just didn't want to seem as ruthless as, he kind of came across just ready to slice out a stronger queen. Because Morgan Michaels was stronger that week than Chi-Chi. And yes. I do feel like he was playing the game a little bit there. So with playing the game, I'm down. But it was just a little bit over the top with how upset he was.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, so I'll defend him in that, but if I voted somebody off and I needed to play it up for,
I think
because I call this business, right? This is their job. This isn't just something fun that they want to do, and they don't just win money. This is their job and their career. So you know what? If he's gonna try to be genuine, and he is gonna be genuine, I kind of believed him. And you know what? If there's a little bit of
strategy
puts it on, then there's a strategy to it. It's fine.
All right. Well,
at least he's not bitching in the friggin' diary rooms like Milk is going, oh, he's so congenial. Yeah, you're not. Right? You're not.
Slay, he's on your team, boy.
I'm throwing my team under the bus.
I definitely liked how Aja and Chi-Chi, though, were kind of talking about the whole situation. When Chi-Chi, though, was pissed at Aja about the fact that Aja would have sent her home, I thought it was kind of not necessary, because Chi-Chi actually thought she was going home. If she didn't think she was going home, she could be mad at Aja. But Chi-Chi was had her bags packed and she was about to walk out the door, and she was almost shocked that she was saved by Ben. And so the fact that she was upset a little bit with Aja, and I was just kind of
if you were told that you were going to be sent home but you were safe and you heard the reasons, she had to say something in the diary room. So
sure.
Yeah.
But what did you think about Shangela being like mother of the dragons?
Oh yeah. Shangela's diary rooms are perfect.
Yeah,
like
very good.
I just watched Hurricane Bianca last night, and the Bianca Del Rio movie, and Shangela's in it. And there's many a times that Shangela just steals the scene.
Really?
Like just steal. Like, he's got these one-liners in it that are just hilarious. So like Shangela's like, I love her. I absolutely love her. I actually really now hope that she wins. Except I don't want to,
You don't want my team to...
I don't want to do what I have to do.
Victorian.
All right.
When Trixie said, though, also, I think it was Trixie, milk your talent can't be Velcro. Because, I mean, I loved his idea with the paper doll cutouts. Like, I thought it was really creative and really smart. And I did think that, it deserved to be a top look. I thought it was creative, but I do agree though with Trixie that it's not actually a talent. Like he just showed creativity, but not as a performing arts talent.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But I think a lot of people are going to do that for a Halloween costume.
I love it. I've thought about it before a long time ago. I was like, oh, I should do that. And then I just forgot about it. But I definitely had that thought once. But I think it's a great idea.
Then they are given their roles for the VH1 Diva show.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone seemed to like them.
Yeah, even Thorgy liked hers.
Yeah, Thorgy's like, I can't wait to be Stevie Nicks. I love Stevie Nicks. Who would Morgan have been?
Pink.
No, like a Snatch Game.
Madonna?
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, I don't really find her that much of a chameleon, so she doesn't really shine to me in that kind of way. So I can't really think of her for anybody. I'm like,
Okay. So who went first?
I think it was Thorgy.
Milk went first, and he played Celine Dion. Now, being a Canadian citizen.
And I know Celine Dion. I know all of her songs. I know all of her mannerisms.
She's already funny. Like
the fact that she's so like French.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe he didn't do his research. Like, do they have time to do research in the workroom, or like, do they have to just already have an idea of what this person's mannerisms are?
Well, he was pretty excited. So, like, I think he already knew who Celine was.
Well, yeah, he did mention that somebody said that he was amazing last time he impersonated Celine. But I'm just wondering if they get to revamp their vision because. Because they're not supposed to have any contact with the outside world, right? So I'm just wondering if they can do some research or not for these things.
They probably can. I mean,
if that's the case, then he dropped the ball because, anyways, we'll get to what his look actually is. But he gets Celine Dion, and I was really excited about him getting Celine Dion at that point.
But was the Celine Dion good? I thought it was kind of mediocre.
I thought he was going home. To be fair. I wrote.
All right, and then next was.
So Thorgy, Stevie Nicks already said. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I was saying that we didn't even get that. I didn't even get the Met Gala look, and now that I think about it, I'm like, I totally kind of remember her at the Met Gala, but no.
We're gonna do looks as well. Okay. Yeah.
So the next one was Shangela.
Shangela's Mariah Carey.
Yes.
She pretended to be Mariah Carey even during the rehearsals.
I like, her method acting. Yes, I thought that was great for the television show, and also just great just to start embodying that character. So I was plussed about Shangela taking it to that level.
But it pissed everybody else off.
Whatever. I'm sure Mariah pisses a lot of people off too.
There you go, right? So she came out, she does Mariah. It was funny that she didn't do a song. She did like more spoken word from like was that New Year's that happened?
Say that again? Oh yeah, it was New Year's, last New Year's.
Okay. She was supposed to sing and then it was like the music didn't work or she
I've
couldn't do
never
it.
watched it, but I did watch her reality show, obviously. And she kind of like talks about like everything wasn't like her people weren't on it and this and that. Like she wasn't allowed to use her own people, and like it was a big whole snafu about like not having her people, her team taking care of everything, and that's why everything fell apart. I don't know.
What was the show called?
Pardon me?
What was that show called?
Rocking. Oh, that show. I thought you meant her New Year's show. I'd have to look it up. Mariah. I don't think her name was even in it, but her backup dancers in it. Super hot Brian. Can't remember his last name right now. Oh, it's pretty great, and she does like a version of herself. Like she has herself as Mariah, and then she has her alter ego also that does confessionals. As a reality show lover, you'd probably really enjoy it.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, she's like really rich.
And then Chantele came out. So Vanessa Williams was the guest host, and Chantele got kicked off her season 3 when Vanessa Williams was the host then. So she there's a lot of pressure on her, but
so it's like a redemption for reals this episode.
Yeah. And she came out and she killed it. I thought she looked great. She looked so much better from then like season 2. When she walked to that workroom in season 2, I'm like, that's a man in a dress.
Yep. Well, back to like them like doing this whole show though, I kind of felt bad that Toderick didn't really have anything for Thorgy. Like he's like, okay, I didn't really have any choreography for you, but like we'll just like work together and collaborate on like what you should do. And I just was like you're the choreographer for this part. Like the fact that she has to kind of choreograph her own part, I thought that was a little bit of a disservice and like a little bit unfair that Todrick didn't have some inspiration to help Thorgy there a little bit.
I agree. I agree with that. Like she even said, she goes, I feel like I'm being set up to fail. And she's like, can I be in this number? Can I like?
And I thought that was cool for her to take that initiative, but that at the same time, she should have been a little, maybe working on making her part better, because she could have made her part better. I know she was trying to take like the conspiracy theorists that they're against me and they're trying to make me fail. And even whether it's true or not, what would be amazing is she came out on top after having those feelings, you know? Like if she were able to be like, F that, like, I know you gave me the hardest one and I'm here to slay it. Because like, these are performances. Like drag queens are performers. They're not just men dressed like women. Like they're there to perform. And it was her opportunity. I felt that she could have taken Stevie Nicks to a next level and made it like a drag icon and made it something that people like, I want to do Stevie Nicks because like Thorgy killed it and I want to do it like equally as good or even better. So I think that it was a wasted opportunity on complaining as opposed to improving.
Yeah, like when they use these, the diary room sessions on RuPaul's Drag Race are just to sit there and bitch, but not to like give your inner feelings all the time. Like you might have a sentimental moment on the show and everything, but like when it comes to not being able to perform and I'm so stressed out, we don't want to see that. Nope. We don't want to see that you're stressed out.
Unless you kill it after.
Yeah, okay then, yeah.
But
I think that Thorgy goes in there and actually treats it like therapy. He's like, he's on the TV right now and he's just like, and this person does this and this person does this. Worry about yourself.
Exactly. I felt like with her comparing herself to other people, and who has what prop and who got this part in the show, I thought that he should have really just focused on what his part was and how to make his part the best, as opposed to comparing it to other people's stuff.
And he could have made it really funny. Like I don't think of Stevie Nicks as funny, but like when you hear her voice, that vibrato is like legendary. He could have like done some funny thing to make his voice sound like that, or he just basically sang the song and tried to embody her. But really, that's not what drag is. You kind of you
Elevated.
take all these celebrities and then you like enhance all their like unique little quirks. That's why all the little Snatch games works for certain people, and then some people just take it themselves too seriously.
Exactly. And I think that that's like he wanted to do a perfect rendition of Stevie Nicks as opposed to a drag version of elevated Stevie Nicks. And so I could
playing an homage to her as opposed to
right as opposed to a show.
Yeah, because like look at what Alaska did last year. It's like most kids don't even know who like Mae West is. But he made fucking Mae West funny.
Yeah.
And like relevant and now.
I found it really funny though that how Todrick put the fear of God in BB. Like BB was so scared to do Diana Ross was who she was given, and like he was just like, oh, I'm so terrified.
You better not screw this up because you know that's Rue's favorite, right? And she's like, oh, okay, all right, great, okay.
Imagine.
But I mean, like, well, really, like, I agree with Thorgy. She really just came out and was just Diana Ross. But
yeah, I do mention this. Well, I can mention it now too. But you know, the judges were praising BB for her Diana Ross performance. The fact that she didn't do too much. So maybe we're completely wrong in our thoughts that like it's elevated. You know, these divas, but I personally thought that BB could have done a little bit more. Like, I thought that she, you know, with the hair bounce, I love the hair bounce, but like, I feel like she could have taken it a little bit further. I thought that like with her, like how like, you know, Diana Ross kind of talks like that. Like, you know, like she could have done a little bit more, but I enjoyed her performance.
Yeah. So I know who it is, but I'm going to quiz you. Who played Diana Ross in season 4 Snatch Game? Go.
God. Season 4 Snatch Game. She was down. No, I don't remember.
It's one name. It starts with an M. Broadway's here. Looks like Janelle Monáe ripped his wig off. Oh my God.
I know who you're talking about. Hold on. Oh, I knew he was really bad. Was he one of like the airports? No, he was like a place.
Okay, that'll come back to us.
Oh!
I love how I quiz you, and I'm like, I know, like, it's on that.
I can see the face, actually. I'm going to see if I can look it up on my phone while we're doing this. Manila?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Not Manila.
That was the season where 2 people got sent home and they were shocked, right? Yeah.
Diana Ross Snatch Game.
Season 4. I believe in you.
Oh, Milan.
Milan. Okay, I'm close. Manila, Milan. It's like the same letters.
But it was a place, yeah.
It's the same letters.
Manila.
Like, actually. Manila and Milan.
Perfect. Okay, so
Ben was next. So Ben, this could have been like Ben could have said like, "Oh, this is too hard. Like, she's not diva enough." Because Julie Andrews, like, yes, she might be legend, but she's not really a diva. I wouldn't say. You know what I mean? And the fact
she is a British character, an older British character lady that is suited to him.
But I thought it was a good choice. But like with Thorgy being kind of upset about her choice, like I thought that Ben could have easily been like, oh, well, like, how am I going to make this like British icon funny? And so what she did was, which I thought was the genius part of her transformation into this character, was she did Julie Andrews as a drag impersonation. Like she was funny and quirky, and she was made fun of the elements about Julie Andrews, her doing these like, you know, hip hop kind of gyrations and stuff like that. Like I thought that she used the character to tell the story of the choreography.
Yeah, I get it. And she learned that rap. You know, I'm trying to actually learn that Call Me Mother rap. And I'm like looking at the lyrics and I'm like, Yeah, no, I'll come back to that. It's gonna take me a while, but like Ben killed it.
Killed it.
Killed it. He's out of all the performances of the VH1 divas, his was my favorite.
100%.
Yeah.
I felt that like his being that good, I thought it should have made him win both parts. You know what I mean? Like
I think he should have won the lip sync.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go back to it. Okay. Then who's next?
Did we get everybody? Oh, Chi.
We didn't do Aja.
Oh, Aja as Amy Winehouse. Cool.
She could have been a bit more of a mess.
Yeah.
And it's Aja. She should have been more of a mess.
I mean, maybe they were trying to be sensitive because she did have a substance abuse problem, so maybe they didn't want to make comedy out of that. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a good cast.
The look was good. She looked good.
Yeah, she was okay. Chi-Chi, who is she? Oh, she
was really good. I really liked her.
But she just like her legs sometimes just look like.
But I feel like I don't know Patti LaBelle that well, but like I always see her in like she'll always be like a guest star on a show, and she'll always be like, "Hey," and she's always like talking like this. So I thought she did a great job. And she looked like her.
Looked like her. Yeah, I mean, I was happy with Chi-Chi. I thought it was a bit of a redemption from last week. So
why was she in the bottom looks then?
Because her other look was terrible.
Oh, okay.
Clearly.
Trixie.
Oh, okay. This is it. Let's remember last week I thought that Trixie had reminded me of Dolly Parton in her, solo act. But then she has an opportunity to actually do her, and I felt as though she was just Trixie doing Dolly Parton. She didn't embody Dolly Parton to me. She looked like Trixie with she toned down her Trixie makeup a little bit, but it was still there. So maybe she can't do any other makeup, but I felt that it would have elevated for me if she looked less like Trixie Mattel. But she was okay.
I thought it was spot on. I was excited when it came on. When I sent that little text to you, the Dolly Parton thing, I was like, see, I hope this is going to be great tonight. But I didn't think that Ben was going to kill it like that. So, Trixie was good. It was good. It was just like, it was very, you're safe.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're not going to get kicked off for that. You're fine. And then we got her look. She had to wear that ugly dress. And she's like, Vanessa Williams probably thinks that this is supposed to be a nice dress. And she probably thinks it looks like shit, but it's supposed to look like shit. That was funny. So funny.
And then came Kennedy, who I thought had a really good opportunity here. And I think she dropped the ball. Like, Janet is really iconic with like the type of move she does and her head gyrations and like her hard looks and like this whole staccato sharp movement thing. And granted, it wasn't that type of song. I felt that she could have still embodied some of like the,
Like she had the look for it, and she could do some of the dance moves, but she didn't know the words. I would agree.
Actually, what was really funny, because I was watching this online, and I wasn't sure if my video wasn't syncing up to her mouth or not. That's how bad her lip sync was. I was like, is this off sync? Like the actual video. So
I can't, like that. You're not even singing the song, drag queens. You are lip syncing. Your job is to lip sync the song. Know the lyrics. You have one job.
Please. Please. Did we get everybody? Let's see.
Yeah.
I think so. Angela. Yeah. But in Ben's performance, though, I really loved when he like goes and gets out the microphone. He's like, mic drop. Like, I was like, yes, see, like, he's playing on the fact that he's Julie Andrews with all this current, like, hip swag type stuff, you know?
Now that was all like obviously pre-recorded. That's not them doing the voices.
But how they did it, though, like, I thought it was good.
But Todrick Hall probably wrote that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he like took all those songs, but he probably like did it like that.
He's great.
Todrick Hall he's very creative. He's
like
awesome.
I remember seeing his videos on like YouTube and like Facebook years and years ago, and I was like, this guy's amazing. Like the different videos that he did. Have you seen a lot of them?
I've seen Spellblock Tango. That's wicked.
That was excellent.
I saw the one with the Pentatonics, the Wizard of Oz thing.
Mm-hmm. There was there a Beauty and the Beast one? I think there was a Beauty and the Beast one. Like there's so many.
The Beauty and the Beast where Belle's walking through the village. You've seen that, right?
Probably, but I don't actually remember right now.
Dude, we should recreate that here. It's hilarious.
Probably 10 years ago.
Okay,
so within the performances, though, I actually thought that Thorgy, she did me proud. I remember when I was watching, it's like, yes, Thorgy, yes, you're doing good. You're good. Like, I really thought that her performance was enough to keep her in the competition. I actually really, really did. I thought, I didn't agree with the judges saying that she was just Thorgy in a blonde wig. I didn't agree with that.
No, she came out and I was like, yeah, that's Stevie Nicks right there. Absolutely. There was not, the only person that I thought out of the whole thing where I was like, oh, who are they supposed to be?
Was Milk.
If it wasn't the French-Canadian accent, it was going to be, it was Milk.
Well, like Celine Dion doesn't do this whole, like, thing all the time. Like, I don't know, it's not like that. However Milk was doing it was, like, some, like, layback, and, like, it wasn't Celine. Like, couldn't you do, like, some, like, Her Heart Goes On type stuff? Like, I don't know. Anyways, I was convinced that Milk was going home because I thought the performance was dreadful. I didn't recognize the outfit. And usually, like, I would praise Milk for going outside the box from, like, what people would normally expect from her. But, like, if she did, like, that backwards white jumpsuit or, like, pantsuit with the hat, that, like, do that. Like, don't do some obscure outfit if you're supposed to be emulating somebody.
Yeah, you just look like a woman that works at, like, a law firm. It was just like, it looked like was that like a pencil skirt? Or was
no, it was a bodysuit with, like, the draping and, like, the uneven draping stuff.
I don't know anything about fashion. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I will say about this. This is why I like when you talk about the looks, because I just think that they look good. I've lived with a drag queen, and I know all the hard work that goes into each and every outfit and getting ready and stuff. I'm like, you look amazing. I don't. You're probably really uncomfortable right now, and but it's a competition. So, then they go off stage and they say who is safe, and Milk is upset.
Yeah, like what?
Dude.
Milk, like complaining about being safe, but we didn't really actually talk about like their runway looks though that much.
But like, I'm sorry, but like I can't stand it when people do a really good job. They do their job and they expect to get praise.
Well, I mean, this is it. Like, I guess might have sided with Milk if she was a little more humble about it. But if she was like, honestly, I worked really hard. And I really thought that my hard work would have at least got me up in front of the judges.
But she could have been more shocked, not upset.
Yeah, and she was just more like, I deserve to be up there. And like,
I deserve to do it. And like,
I'm just like, you're delusional right now, girl, because like I really thought you were going home because it was like all bad. And like with her actual runway look, I was like, I thought that, yes, I get that she's trying to do pretty drag because that's what she's been clocked for. That previous drag, episode was for her not being a pretty drag look. But I thought that it was like pretty like mediocre. Like I think I've seen Milk look prettier or look more like women, like the drag that they want, like in some of the other challenges, and not this one. I didn't think she looked that great. I thought her hair.
His snatch game on season 6 was not very good. So like him playing characters, he can do Milk very well.
Mm-hmm.
He could just like, but when it comes to doing like a character, it's like maybe that's not your like
forte.
That's your forte. So
and I didn't find. I thought that it would have like for me this challenge like would have been better if he took the critiques and still like the look resembled it. Like I felt that it was a completely different look from what he did that he was trying to be redemption-fied for. So like he had like that big bow and like that like, you know, 2-piece like white thing. But then in his like new look, it was like a black gown with like red hair. And I felt that like what I would have been more excited is if he took the look that he was clocked on for and elevated that into a beauty version of that look. I would have been more impressed by that.
Yeah. Kind of like what Aja did.
Exactly. I'm like, yes, thank you, Aja, for making an improvement on like your face, your look, and it looked like this look from before. Like you improved the look. I like that. Her face looks so much better. Oh my gosh, girl! Like it's like you can tell it's like more expensive makeup than just like a learning curve there.
I just love how they're just like we're on HD, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you are on HD, like just the perfect quality. And that's why I was like afraid of going on Big Brother or whatever. Like I know my skin's okay, but I'm like sometimes I always look at people's teeth all the time, and like I have okay teeth, like for a normal person. But when on TV, I'm always like, how are my teeth? Like, so like, skin is a big thing. Always.
Yeah, and Chi-Chi's outfit, I was like, I know that she was trying to be redemptioned, I guess that's the word, for her neon look. But I think that she needs to not do neon anymore because like that's what she had like a neon green thing last episode. And this is like
but they were doing Wizard of Oz and she had to be the Emerald City or she had to be like the Emerald God. So it had to be green. The
problem is for Chi-Chi is that doesn't look polished and she doesn't look expensive. And neon is already very difficult to look expensive and chic. So I think she needs to stay away from the neon if she wants to look more polished. Like
you talking about Chi-Chi or Thorgy?
I said Chi-Chi.
Okay.
Remember Chi-Chi's wearing like the yellow asymmetrical mini dress, but she did padding?
Oh, I gotta check this out.
With the pillbox hat and like the green bob, like this neon bob.
Okay. Her hair was neon?
I believe so.
Oh yeah, she's got some those things.
It just doesn't look expensive, and it's not that creative. And like, oh, would you see it got padding? Like, cool, but like, if you're gonna do neon, like, you can't have a dress that you just like did an angular cut on a mini dress. Like, honey, you have to like step it up.
Yeah.
Trixie, yeah, I liked her dress. But again, it didn't resemble the original, so it just was kind of like, well, okay, it's a new look. I like it. It's okay. I liked Kennedy though. How did you feel about her like coming in her like her phoenix like bird outfit, and then like I like how she ripped it away with like her ass to the audience and the judges, and was just like,
yeah, no, I liked how she like. Well, obviously, I was like, why is she coming out in the same thing again? Like, why are we reminding us about how bad it was? They're just gonna show it in like a little, clip. But then, also, she revealed herself. The look's okay. It's like people that can do that kind of look is like Alaska for some reason. Alaska could do very avant-garde. Alaska could paint herself blue and it'd be like crazy. I don't find Kennedy to have the personality to have one of those outlandish, sparkly looks. I don't know.
You don't find Kennedy to have a sparkly look? She's only been doing sparkly looks.
No. I mean, like her drag personality doesn't match being sparkly.
Oh.
She doesn't like really sparkle all the time. Like she doesn't really sparkle personally, so.
Well, that's probably why she does it to position her face that she doesn't realize that she has.
Like Kennedy doesn't really have a style. I really don't find that she's
her style is like pageant, like, and that's why I think that the jeweled, bedazzled works is because it's just like pageanty, kind of.
Well, they almost got a mess.
Thorgy, I actually liked her dress, so I thought it was like elevated neon, but I really didn't like the headpiece. I thought it was hideous. And Thorgy is more of a character drag queen. I wouldn't say that she's, supermodel drag queen. So I feel like she needs to do a little bit prettier makeup sometimes. And I felt that like the harsh head and the harsh makeup, it didn't work for me.
Yeah, I agree.
And I love my little Ben dripping in Jewelry Andrews.
Oh, come on.
It didn't completely resemble the original outfit, but it was still along the theme a little bit. And like, I like Ben, so he can get a pass with me for a lot of things, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I liked Michelle Visage's comment. She's like, I love me a power bottom suit. Their writers are so good.
Is it? Do they have writers, or
They
is
must
it like?
have writers. They can't think of all those things all the time.
I don't know. They're pretty punny. Like they're like the puns are so good. Because like, they're not saying those things when they're walking down the runway.
I think that they've recorded it, or they know that. Like I don't, because you never necessarily see them actually mouth the words and can tell that they're on the stage at the same time. So they might be doing like a voiceover or watching the looks and making their comments, or like taking notes and then making comments or something.
It'd be really fun to like go and actually watch a taping of. Could you imagine? Like just being like in the back, like just whatever, but just seeing how like what goes behind the scenes.
Camera crew?
How many times they cut or whatever, or like we probably lose the magic. You probably like see so many things and be like, well, that's not really that right there, and they're not really playing that music. And when they walk out,
they're never playing.
Probably, yeah,
that I know. Yeah, Shangela, like I know you really liked her new concept. I thought that her original tacky outfit was cuter. Personally, I like the little puffy skirt. And I guess was like the big globe was supposed to be like she's like a snow globe. Is that what that concept was, or is it just to like pull out something interesting?
Shangela?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I can't remember what the theme was.
The original theme was, I think, making stuff out of Christmas stuff.
That was the first episode of season 3.
Yeah, remember she was scared of the first episode because she was always in the bottom?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was the Christmas thing, so that's probably what it was, the snow globe. Yeah, because she had like the big like red, was that like, she was like an ornament, correct?
Oh, she's an ornament.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Oh, see, that didn't land for me. Okay, maybe she needs to have like some confetti in the bottom or something. Like, I don't know, but it didn't read, it read woman inside like a bubble as opposed to an ornament. So
well, okay. It's better than her bringing out a big giant snowman that she did in season 3. She's like, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do for my look, but I'm gonna bring this big giant snowman.
Oh my God! Right, that was bad.
God bless her.
So I think we went through everybody, and the top 3 are, drumroll, can we please?
Okay.
From my team, Bandela. Also from my team, Ben de la Creme. And to round off the top 3, we have Miss Bibi. And do you want to say who the bottom 3 is? Sorry.
They're not a drum roll. What do we play the foghorn? Whoa. Kennedy. Thorgy Thor. That's yours. And 2.
Chi-Chi, which is mine as well, so it's okay.
Okay, all right, so.
And so Milk, Aja, and Trixie were safe. And this is where Milk has a little bit of a temper tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
over not being recognized for her talent, even though she doesn't realize how close I think she actually was to going home or to be in the bottom. I think she was really close to being in the bottom.
It's a lot of emotion for being safe.
Yeah, that's a good line.
So then they find out who the bottom two are, which is Thorgy and Kennedy, and then they go deliberate.
Yeah,
and
but
Thorgy's just hoping for a miracle.
Before the deliberation, though, I was actually really happy that Toderick stood up a little bit for Kennedy, being like, he gave her like the hardest choreography and this and that, because like sometimes you can't tell the difficulty level in the performance because you just want either to be good or it's not good. And so the fact that he was kind of standing up for her a little bit there, I thought that was considerate. So they were deliberating.
And Thorgy Thor goes to Chantele and says, hey, like, so, like, what are you thinking? And Chantele's just like, well, I'm friends with Kennedy, but if I send Kennedy home and keep you, Thorgy, will you save me? And Thorgy's like, I'll have an alliance with you. And I think Thorgy was just like holding on to like whatever he could get. Like basically he's just like, can you please keep me safe? I'm just like trying to like do this thing. And then Kennedy's just basically walking around going, you know, I've really improved and I'm like really good and blah blah blah. And I'm like sitting there listening to her talk and I'm like, just send her home. I'd rather watch Thorgy like do something else extravagant because his violin last week was really good.
True, and like
he's very talented.
I don't feel like I'll get anything unexpected from Kennedy. Like it's like when she got Janet Jackson, instead of her doing Janet Jackson, she did Kennedy dressed like Janet Jackson. So I feel like we are at the limit to what more she can show us. I don't think I'll be surprised by anything that she does. She's not really good at the acting challenges, which a few of them are probably coming up. Other than her Snatch game was great. But does she have another Snatch game to pull out of her? Bleep. Who knows? I feel like with Thorgy, at least like there's an element of creativity that it's unexpected. And so I personally wish that I would be seeing more of Thorgy's work because it surprises me a little bit more.
Absolutely, yeah. And also just like, I like his diary room sessions. I think it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I don't want to get kicked off. So then they deliberate and Ben is like saying, oh, I don't know who to pick. He goes and picks somebody. Chantele is like, do I pick? Chantele got the edit for the whole episode. Yeah. So you knew that kind of Chantele was going to win because she had a tougher decision to make.
Oh yeah, I guess, and like we also didn't discuss like them doing their lip sync too.
Yeah.
It was after. Just kidding.
And then because I remember last week Ben was really like, God, I don't know who to send home if I win, and it was like really focused on Ben's decision. So it's all in the edit because I don't think Aja was like, I don't know who I'm gonna pick. You know. So then, what was the song that they had to do? They had to do
Jump. Oh my love. Jumping.
The Pointer Sisters is like a big thing for me. Like it reminds me so much of my mom. Like
I definitely had that tape.
Yeah, we had like the CD. My mom used to work at a like CD distributor, and they would like distribute it all to all the stores. And I remember she had Pointer Sisters, and I would always put it on. Jump and there's other songs, but yeah, I love them. So 80s. But Ben de la Crème's performance was really good because it was again comedic.
Yeah, I was laughing and I was like, so cute. Like you just copying over little Miss Chantele over there. But I think that because she was copying Chantele, that's why they gave Chantele the win.
I thought that was Chantele was just dancing and singing.
I mean, she did bust out the jump rope, which I was pretty happy about.
But Ben was stealing the show because he was copying her. Yeah. I would rather was watching him
to see what she's gonna do next. And she's
exactly
out of breath and tired. Like we're still laughing about it now. So I mean, I think that it was the fact that Ben has been winning everything, and that that it was going to be more entertaining or more suspenseful to have Chantele be the winner, with that Kennedy and her are friends. So for her to make that decision was going to cause a little more drama, I'd say, than if Ben were to win too.
For sure. So then Chantele wins.
Boom.
And she pulls out her lipstick, and the lipstick says, "Thor you Thor." And quote? What was the quote? I loved that episode.
Gross? What?
Gross.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Gross.
Gross. Trash. I love it. I love it.
Did feel
and she went home, and the first time I watched it, I was like, wow, that was really rude what she wrote on the mirror.
But I was like, I didn't mind it after.
But then again, I watched it again, and I was like, oh, it's funny. Like, you know what? Suck it, Chantele. I'll spell it with 2 L's because she hates that. And she goes, that's a really nasty message. Okay, cool, great, awesome. I'm going to leave. She was just like, I'm done. See ya. Bye. And then
I think she deserved to stay. So I get why she might be on the bitter train. I think she deserved to stay over Kennedy. And I think she deserved to stay over Milk. I think her attitude, though, I don't think maybe Rue likes, because she's not like super positive and like pumped. And I am getting a little bit tired of her comparing herself. Like, there's at least one time per episode she's going to mention something about Bob. And I kind of over that like narrative. So I think that maybe Rue is just kind of tired of maybe how she's coming across. But I'm hoping that it's like someone's coming back with this to be continued nonsense. And at this point, I want it to be her.
But it is too early.
It is too early, but out of the 2 people gone, I want it to be her.
Out of the 2 people gone, yes, I'd like her to come back.
Exactly. To mention, though, in Chantele's lip sync, she was wearing like her cute little outfit, and she's wearing black shoes. I was like, girl, you can't like have black shoes. Like, black doesn't go with everything. Like, she was wearing like a light colored outfit, bodysuit with black pumps. I was like, that you needed to edit that there. She should have been wearing a nude shoe, white shoe, any shoe but black, almost anyways. Just had to mention that.
Didn't notice. Was it a heel?
Yeah, it was a pump, but it was just like she's wearing everything light colored, and then she had these black shoes. No bueno.
Oh bueno. Episode 3. I can't remember what the preview was.
It's about the Bachelor, was it?
Which is on tonight.
The Bachelor, yeah, of course. Yeah. If we wanted to have a quick little aside about the actual Bachelor, is that like I loved Ari from his first season, and I'm just like not really that into him this season. I'm just kind of like, you're boring, and you just want to like kiss all these girls, and
yeah, he's really like, it's like I get really uncomfortable with him kissing all these girls,
and I'm screaming at my computer. I'm like, stop! Like, and like, and he's all like, oh. I'm like,
yeah, like you really, and it's really affectionate too. Like, I think he's wasted for the whole thing. Like, I think he's wasted. Whereas the other bachelors were like, I'd be like, oh yeah, he's kissing her, great, awesome. Like, even Juan Pablo, I'm like, yeah, Juan Pablo making out with girls. Ari, it's just like, Ari reminds me of like my uncle. He reminds me of like my friend's brother. Like that, yeah. But can we talk about the Bachelor for a second though?
Yeah.
Like, Crystal is.
I love her.
I want to like throw things at the TV, but the TV's expensive. Like, I just hate her so much.
I don't hate her.
Like, oh my god, like her diary room session. She's just like, these people are just so insecure, and I'm just like.
But like, didn't you love when she's like? That was sparkle, or what is that what she said? Glitter. That was.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna do that, you actually throw glitter. That's why I don't like her.
That's glitter.
Okay.
So good. I like, honestly, that line was amazing. I don't know if that was sparkles or that was glitter, but either way, it was like so good.
And then she got really mad at him because, at least she got mad at him because he was like, okay, well, we're going to play bowling, and whatever team wins, we'll go and like have a little night. You guys go back to the hotel. And then he's like, oh, okay, you know what? You're all going to come. I understand why that would piss somebody off.
This is the thing. This is why I think she was actually upset, but she didn't really vocalize it, was because, like, it just seemed that, like, he didn't want to go on a date with the girls that won. There were people from the other team that he wanted to spend time with over them. And so I think that she felt that she was less than them. Like, her spending time with her wasn't enough for him. He needed to have all the other girls to join them. And so I think that it pissed her off because it just means that their connection wasn't as strong as she had hoped, and him wanting to spend time with her wasn't enough for him to not want to spend time with the other girls. And so I think that she just felt that, like, their relationship and connection wasn't good enough for him to want to hang out with her.
But you've been to his house.
I know, but it's a weird game show, you know what I mean? And all these girls are against you, and like you tried really hard to win so you can win some time with him, and then he doesn't even really care. He wants to hang out with the other girls instead. I don't know. I'd probably pack my bag. I'd probably been peace, like bye. Like, I wouldn't have been happy about it at all.
You would have left.
I don't know how she actually feels about him, but it would be something that would be like, well, like, he doesn't care about me enough to want to just like spend this time with me. So I'd be like, he's just not that into me.
But it's a whole night, though. Like, that's the thing.
If that's the way it was set up and planned from the beginning, that's one thing. But it's the fact that he changed his mind. I would have been like, if it had been the other way around and the other team won and he didn't do that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like there's somebody that he likes on the other team that he wanted to spend more time with. And that would be like, that's not me. So.
Gotcha.
That's how I would have played it. Anyways, though, The Bachelor is
well, that's a different, we'll come back to that later. But I thought the episode was great. I'm actually going to sit here now because it's right in front of me. I'm actually going to make a scoreboard for us, even though, like, it's going to be very one-sided. But we're
like the points.
I'm going to do it on this big Bristol board here. I'm going to put it on here. And next time you come over to watch the episode,
I can put a little points star on it.
Yeah. This is really super, like, because it's RuPaul's Drag Race. I have these little bedazzled things.
You have, like, Kennedy's costume?
Yeah, I'll put them all over my face for the next episode I do this. I was thinking about it. I was like, should I dress like a diva? Should I do something like for this when we talk about it? And that's so funny. I should have put these all over my face.
I mean, pretty good.
I think I might. Okay.
So just cool. Like before, like, we don't really know what the episode's about, but who do you think just is going to be in the bottom next week? Just from what you think the competition might be like.
Well, all my predictions are always wrong, so I'm going to say I'll go with Kennedy in the bottom, and Kennedy goes home. And in the bottom with her is Chi-Chi.
I'm thinking Kennedy and Milk. That's what I think. Sorry, someone from my team are lost, so you know.
Oh, I don't even think about the team. Like, I mean, no. the team is the team, but
I thought that's why you're hesitating.
No. My hesitation is just like trying to because I was like, Chantele's getting the edit. Oh, she might not do very well. She's probably going home. No, she wins the whole competition. Like, she wins the whole episode. So I'm like, I can't predict. I can't predict. Oh, but have you heard this? Have you heard this conspiracy theory about BB?
No.
Well, what they
is this a spoiler alert, or should we like disclaim?
No, there's no disclaimer. There's not even a spoiler alert, or maybe spoiler alert. BB apparently what Rue's going to do with her for the whole season is she's just going to be safe every week. And then she's just going to send her home like she did Roxy Andrews. And then
what's the point of that? Just in case.
I don't know. Like, it's people put it up online, and that's here. Maybe I'll find it really quick. But like, if she did that, then what's the point of bringing her back?
Well, exactly. Like, they could have brought in so many more interesting people that might win, or like at least cause a little more drama. Did BB have one confessional last episode? No. Like 0.
Just about the Diana Ross thing.
Right, okay, yeah.
The 3rd season of RuPaul's Drag Race has already begun. The mystery of who the 10th queen. Spoiler alert if you didn't watch Allstars 3 preview. This is the first time a drag queen. So what's going on here after the other queens are under... The conspiracy about BB Zahara Benet blew up on Reddit. Something about the Handmaid's Tale.
Oh.
It's the whole like Alaska and Chad thing. Like that plays a toll into it.
Okay, interesting. So maybe like about winners or like, yeah, I don't know. Well, okay. Do you think that maybe BB, Alaska, and Chad will have to do like a competition or something as a winner?
Maybe, but the theorizer states that the Handmaid's Tale theme is meant to warn us that there is someone in the game who is actually a mole, akin to the constant surveillance. Who can you trust environment? It would only make sense that if there's a spy, it would be BB. If there's a spy, it's Aja.
That's really interesting. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know, but like that's what people are saying. I'm
gonna have to do some research on The Handmaid's Tale and see how that lines up.
Yeah, I was supposed to read that in grade 10 and I didn't.
Well, there's a TV show on about it now, so you can just...
I know, but it looks depressing.
I heard
it looks like the front cover of the book. Like I never wanted to. I know don't judge a book by its cover, but like.
Well, you're an actor, and so my best friend told me, she's like, Chantele, watch it, you're gonna love it. So.
Oh no, apparently it's great. Elizabeth Moss apparently is amazing.
And it's filmed in Toronto, honey.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that.
It's true. Yeah, I know lots of people that have been on this show. So
write your comments, and like if you agree with us, then please write them down below. I'm having a good time. This is the 2nd episode, and I think we got another 6 more to go. So I'm liking how this is going. So if you have any questions, or if you want to give us any pointers, or like we're just testing this out. This is our first time ever really doing this. We're working together, and if you need to come up with a format or anything like that, you let us know, and any feedback's good feedback.
Exactly. So you want to press that subscribe button that's in the bottom corner of your screen. Share this with a friend, anybody that you know that loves and watches any reality show, but particularly RuPaul's Drag Race. If you want to send us any questions, long form in email, our email is Allstars Ruview, allstarsruview@gmail.com. You can also find us at Reality Realness on the Instagram. With 3 S's, correcto. Yeah, and so yeah, our Twitter handles, we'll put it in the comment section if you want to find us that way. But we look forward to Thursday's episode and to sharing our opinions of the season with you.
Are you coming over to my house to watch it on Thursday?
Most likely. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Great.
Sounds like a plan. Watching it live. We should do some Instagram lives in there.
We should do an Instagram live at that point, yeah.
Will do.
For sure.
Sweet.
All right. Cool. And thank you very much for watching, and that's the end of our show.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bye.
Bye.